So recently, I got back from a 6-day road trip to the Rocky Mountains where I visited Banff, Canmore, Calgary, Yoho National Park, and Golden, British Columbia. I spent so many hours driving in my 8th gen Honda Accord Coupe and sleeping inside of it during some nights as well. It really was a great car, and I was even able to take my mountain bike. However, as soon as I got back home in early November, my seasonal allergies got really bad and my face became swollen and puffy. I found out it was because during the entire road trip, I was sitting in my car driving and breathing in bad air from a very old and dirty cabin air filter, which makes it worse because I'm allergic to dust and pollen. So the 7th gen and 8th gen Honda Accords use the CF10134 as their cabin air filters, and they're located behind the glove compartment of those cars. So now, without further ado, let's talk about how to replace the cabin air filter on this 7th gen Honda Accord. So currently we are on the right side, passenger side of this vehicle. Now let's make sure everything in our glove compartment is empty. And now we're going to unhook this hook on the right side right here. To unhook this hook from the right side glove compartment, it helps to open your right side passenger door. Have it open, and then you're going to need to literally push this little hook back, and then it's going to come off of its latch. The next step is to unhook. There's going to be a little tab in here as well as in here, and you're just going to need to pinch them together inwards, and that's going to let the glove compartment come down even further. And there we go. These are the two little tabs I was talking about. The first one is this one, and the second one is this one. Now we have our cabin air filter inside of here. So once again, there's going to be two tabs, and you're going to have to pinch them inwards again. And they are going to be, first one's right here, and the second one is right here. And so just pinch everything inwards, and then pull out the cabin air filter housing. Just like that. The cabin air filter housing is removed. There's an arrow pointing downwards. It says airflow goes down. And now we can look at how dirty the old cabin air filter is. And now we're going to remove that from the housing. For the brand new cabin air filter, we're going to be using the CF10134, and that's going to be the one for the 7th and 8th gen Honda Accords. As you can see here, there is a downwards arrow for the airflow pointing downwards. So what does that mean? That means with this one, it is right here. If you can see, the airflow arrow has to point downwards, and then the air filter has to go in this way, inside of our cabin air filter. Okay, now push your cabin air filter housing back in and make sure the tabs click into place. Once you hear that click, last but not least, then you're able to put this back in and make sure the tabs click into place. And once you hear that, the last step is to make sure the little hook clicks back into place. So we had to do the opposite of what we just did to put this little side hook back into place. Helps if you have this door, the right side passenger door open, and you're just gonna pull it back in. Now you can put your things back in your glove compartment, like your vehicle's registration, and there you have it. That's how you replace the cabin air filter on a 7th gen Honda Accord. This procedure also works for the 8th gen Honda Accords and works for Honda Civics and Honda CR-Vs as well.